My fellow citizens, tonight we gather at a crossroads in history. The world we knew is changing before our eyes. New powers are rising. Old assumptions are crumbling, and the competition for the future is fierce. And in that struggle, India has stepped forward, not just as a growing nation, not just as a partner in progress, but as a mirror reflecting our greatest weakness back at us. Let me be clear, the weakness is not in our armed forces. It is not in our wealth. It is not in the resources we possess. No. Our weakness is complacency. Our weakness is the quiet belief that because we once led, we will always lead. And tonight, that is the lesson we must confront. For generations, America has been the pioneer of innovation, the architect of progress, and the leader of free nations. We built technologies that transformed the world, created institutions that secured peace, and gave hope to countless people beyond our shores. But somewhere along the way, we began to believe that leadership was a guarantee. We assumed the world would simply wait for us. India's rise has shattered that illusion. They are investing in the future with determination and speed, while too often we are trapped in debates that delay action. They are making bold moves while we hesitate and argue. They are learning, experimenting, adapting, while we grow comfortable in yesterday's victories. The truth is, complacency is the enemy of greatness. And if we allow ourselves to remain still while the world races forward, then our greatest weakness is not India's strength, it is our own stagnation. Let us understand something. History does not pause for the comfortable. The world is not waiting for America to solve its internal divisions. The world is not holding its breath for us to rediscover our unity. India's rise is proof. They are building new digital systems, connecting villages with technology and sending missions to the stars. They are growing their economy at a speed that demands attention. And they are doing all this without waiting for permission, without asking the world to slow down, without relying on the past to define their future. So the message is clear. If America wants to lead, we cannot rest on old titles. The title of superpower is not inherited, it is earned every day through vision, discipline, and action. The world moves forward whether we are ready or not. There was a time when military might alone define strength. But in the 21st century, true power belongs to nations that invest in minds, not just machines. It belongs to nations that cultivate classrooms, research labs, and the imagination of their youth. India has shown us this lesson with clarity. They have built one of the largest pools of engineers and scientists in the world. Their young generation is skilled, ambitious, and unafraid to challenge conventions. They are not just consuming technology, they are creating it. Meanwhile, in our own nation, too many schools are underfunded, too many children are left behind, and too many young people are burdened by debt before they can even dream of invention. That is not just a policy failure, it is a national weakness. If we do not invest in education, if we do not unlock the genius of our people, then no amount of wealth or weaponry will preserve our leadership. Because in the world ahead, it is not the nation with the loudest weapons that will lead. It is the nation with the brightest minds. India's progress is not simply about technology or economics. It is about the collective spirit of a people who believe in their tomorrow. When 1 billion citizens rally behind a shared dream, their energy becomes unstoppable. And yet here, too often, we are divided, red against blue, urban against rural, rich against poor. We fight among ourselves while the world moves forward. Division is the slow poison that erodes nations from within. If we are to remain strong, we must rediscover our sense of common purpose. We must remember that America's greatness has always been rooted in the unity of its people. Not because we were the same, but because we believed in something larger than ourselves. India's rise reminds us of this simple truth: a nation that stands together moves together. A nation divided falls apart. Yes, we changed the world in the past. We split the atom, mapped the human genome, put a man on the moon, and built the internet. But let us be honest with ourselves. Past glory cannot secure the future. India is not waiting for us to relive our golden years. They are writing their own. They are showing us that the 21st century belongs not to the nation that did the most yesterday, but to the nation that does the most today. If we spend our energy clinging to history instead of building the future, then we will find ourselves looking backward while others march ahead. We must honor our history, yes, but we cannot live in it. So tonight, the lesson is not despair. It is not defeat. India's rise does not signal America's decline. It signals a challenge, a call, a test. And that test is simple: will we rise to the occasion, or will we let complacency define our destiny? We must renew our commitment to education. We must ignite a new era of innovation. We must strengthen our unity and reject division. We must lead not by entitlement, but by example. Because the greatest weakness America faces is not India's strength, not China's growth, not Russia's ambitions. The greatest weakness we face is the doubt within ourselves. But if we can overcome that doubt, if we can rebuild our confidence, if we can believe once more in the promise of tomorrow, then no challenge, no rival, no competitor will ever outshine us. So let us rise from complacency to courage, from doubt to determination, from division to unity. Let us remember that leadership is not a gift, it is a responsibility. And the future will not be written by those who wait, but by those who act. If we choose courage over comfort, if we choose unity over division, if we choose progress over complacency, then no weakness can hold us down and no rival can hold us back, because the destiny of America has never been decided by the world looking at us. It has always been decided by us looking forward together.